Welcome back, everybody. It's the Hot and Fuzzy again. We're out here on Thanksgiving morning, and I'm thankful for 22 LR. Today, we're doing a video on the Rossi Model 62. So, let's get to it. The Rossi Model 62 is actually a pretty cool old rifle. This design was actually developed by John Browning, and they wanted a pump-action 22, and he made it for Winchester. And Winchester took this design and came out with the Winchester Model 1890. And it was a really good rifle. It looks just like this, pretty much. And after that, a few other companies, like Rossi, took that design and made their own versions of it. And these rifles have been around since 1890, and they've been redone and everything. And one of the main uses for these rifles was actually in shooting galleries at carnivals. Carnies would take these because they were inexpensive. You could take them down easy, and they would use them for the shooting galleries. People would shoot 22 shorts out of them, subsonic stuff. But it's kind of funny because they carnies would all sometimes, knock over one of the sights to try and make it harder for you to hit something, and they would take them apart and switch them out and stuff like that. Take apart, like they'd put a different receiver on a blower of a different rifle, and you don't get as many clean serial number rifles around anymore. And this is an example of that. But and also they were given to kids and stuff because they were actually considered inexpensive, and people beat them up and everything, and you don't see a lot of them around these days. But I want to see if they're actually as cheap as they live up to be and shoot it a little bit and see what I think of it. So we got our range down here, some steel. We're going to take a few shots at it, then we're going to maybe use some more interesting targets, and then I want to back up to long range and see if we can hit that big plate. So let's get started, guys. Let's go for it. Well, it didn't malfunction. We're shooting some 22 Remington Thunderbolt out of it, so it's, not the best ammunition out there, but I figured that ammunition would be kind of cool because it's such a historic rifle. That's probably the kind of ammunition that would have been shot out of a rifle like this back in the day. That's pretty fun, but how about we move on to some more interesting targets? A couple more cool features about the rifle. It feeds from a tubular magazine. It'll hold up to 15 rounds of 22 LR and up to 22 rounds of 22 short, and it'll also fire 22 long. I don't know exactly how many of those it'll take because I haven't shot those out of this particular rifle, but it can shoot all three, and that's pretty cool. And it also, the design of it, I think, is really interesting. It's got kind of the slide style design in order to feed the ammunition, and whenever you eject around, it goes straight up in the air. It's kind of ingenious the way it works, and with the takedown, it's pretty cool. But we're going to do a little bit of plinking back here. I kind of wanted to honor the shooting gallery style, so I got some old cans of Budweiser left over from pre-Thanksgiving festivities. Budweiser is the king of beers, so figured it'd be pretty cool to use in this video. So let's go ahead and take those out. Oh, yeah. Shoot it with a steel. As you can see, it functions pretty well. It made that beer come apart pretty nicely. So I think now I'll shoot some ammunition that maybe would have been used in the carnivals, kind of as a homage to where this thing had its heyday. So let's try that. Okay, so now we're going to shoot with some Subsonic 22 LR ammunition. I kind of wanted to use this because, a lot of times in the shooting galleries they would use 22 shorts, and I don't have any 22 shorts around right now, so some 22 Subsonic that shoots around the same velocity is going to have to do. This is really quiet ammo. I'm going to shoot around into the hill here and let you guys see just how quiet it is. It's pretty quiet. So we're probably going to be able to hear that steel ring pretty nicely. Oh yeah. That's pretty cool. Let me show you another cool feature that this rifle has. Okay, so another neat feature about this rifle is the fact that you can slam fire it. If you hold down the trigger and pump it, whenever you get that pump fully seated forward, the hammer will drop. And you can actually sit there and hold the trigger down and pump, and it'll shoot every time you pump it. I'm going to give it a shot, shoot that big plate there, see if I can hit it anywhere near with the pumping action, the shaking I'm going to be doing, but I'll give it a shot. Let's try it. Here we go. I'm going to do it as fast as I can. Alright, here we go. Got all 5 of them. I think I missed one of them there. That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. Let's do a little bit more plinking with the rifle and then go on to long range, see if we can hit anything with it. Alright, I'm going to fire a few more shots up here close, then we're going to move back to long range, see if we can hit anything with it. Here we go. That's a lot of fun to do. It's kind of cool because if you do it quick, you know, you got those shells flying way up in the air, and the harder you pump it, the higher those shells will go up in the air. So you could be shooting it really quick like that and have 3 or 4 shells up in the air at a time. It's pretty cool. So let's move back to long range and see if we can hit anything with this thing. Alright guys, so we've moved back to 100 yards, and we're going to be shooting at that big rectangular plate back there. Going to see if I can hit anything. We're just shooting the thunderbolts out of it again. Not the most accurate round in the world, but we'll see if we can hit that plate from here with it. Here we go. Okay. Alright, here we go. That's a hit. Oh, miss. Alright, click. I think we got 9 out of 10 shots on that thing, so from what I can tell, it's definitely minute of man at 100 yards. I mean, that plate's, you know, the size of a person probably, so seems pretty accurate. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, group it at 200 yards or anything, but that seems fairly decent. Cool. Alright, so in conclusion, is the Rossi Model 62 a bad rifle? No, it's not. No. You know, Rossi isn't known for making the best high-quality firearms, but a lot of people knock this rifle, but I think it's actually a pretty nice rifle. I mean, I've shot it a bunch today, no malfunctions, had this gun a long time, can't really think of many times that it's malfunctioned on me. It seems to be pretty accurate, you know, but I really like the rifle. It's got a lot of history to it, and these things are still pretty cheap. You know, you can pick these things up for less than 200 bucks if you can find them. And I think they're a pretty good choice. They're actually really a neat rifle, and I think any person that collects 22s ought to have one of these. They're a really cool piece of American history. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, you can ask those down in the comments below or on our Facebook page. You can visit us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ThoughtandFuzzy. And as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you guys soon.